Hello Kids Club kids, it is Miss Marie. I just want to say how much I miss you guys. It is kind of crazy how much I miss you guys. But if you guys are watching this, hopefully I am with you guys in spirit in your house. But I have a very fun craft for us to do today. And if you haven't noticed, I'm outside in my backyard. It has been so nice out lately. It's been really sunny and the weather is getting warmer and I absolutely love it. So I suggest you guys do this outside because we're gonna be getting a little messy with some dirt today. And I know that you guys, parents that are also watching this, do not want your kids to be playing with dirt inside. So I suggest you guys go out to the front yard, to the backyard, or anywhere outside that you guys can do this craft. So if you guys keep watching, I'm gonna show you guys what we're gonna be making. So what we are gonna be making today is DIY planter pots that you guys can make with recycled stuff from your recycler or from your house or your kitchen. You guys don't need to go out and get anything. This is stuff that you guys already have in your house. So the things that I found inside of my recycling bin was a milk carton, a chicken broth carton, a sour cream tub, a pint-sized ice cream, and a water bottle. And I didn't show you guys how to do all of these, but I did show you guys this one at the very end. I showed you guys how to decorate this one, and I'm also going to show you guys how to make little tags so you can identify what's in each tub. So I'm going to show you guys how we can turn this milk carton into a planter pot. So when we're finally done with the whole thing, it's actually going to sit on its side because we're going to have a lot of room to plant a lot of seeds. So if you can see, I put a black outline on the top of this milk carton, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut along that black line. This is something I suggest that you have your parents help you do with, because sometimes cutting weird objects can be a little hard to cut. So if you have them start one side for you, you guys can finish the rest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to start at a corner and I'm going to poke my scissors through, and then I'm going to start cutting along the black line. You guys don't have to draw a line. I just drew it for you guys so that you guys can see where I'm cutting. So now I have a side that's open. And then I'm going to keep cutting around the black line, which is also kind of the border of the milk carton. I'm going to keep cutting on it until I've cut out the whole thing. And sometimes if the corner is being tricky, you can just kind of pull it. Also, something that I did earlier, and it's still kind of in there, is some water. If you guys use a milk carton or any carton that had food in it, you guys should wash it before you guys do it, or else it's gonna be a little stinky when you guys open it. Okay, so the next step that we're gonna do is we're gonna create holes. I just did the holes, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do them. I suggest that parents, you guys make the holes at the bottom of a carton because we are gonna be using a pencil that does have a point, but I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. So what you guys are gonna do is you guys are gonna take a pencil, and you guys are gonna take your pencil and you guys are just gonna push it through the carton, okay? Kind of almost like you're just poking a hole basically. So you're gonna push the pencil through. And I did 8 on the milk carton just because there's a lot of surface area, and that'll make sure that any extra water that's in there will be able to get through. Okay, so some stuff that I have laying around the house that I'm going to be using is I have magazines. I already did little clippings out of them. I got cookies, I got leaves, I got little sceneries like flower sceneries and fun colors. I had felt laying around the house, so I cut strips, I cut triangles, hearts and squares. I have paper. A lot of you guys, I think you guys have paper around your house. I just used flower. I made a flower scene, I made a sunflower scene, and I just did blue stripes. I also have crayons, which I use because I don't have markers, but I have tape, I have glue, and I have a paintbrush. I'm not going to be using paint, but I'm going to be using it to spread the glue around. But yeah, so, oh, and I have yarn. I used yarn around the rim of my other planter pot that I made the other day. So I might be adding that, I don't really know. So I'm going to show you guys how you guys can trace your milk carton so you guys know how big to make your designs that you can glue on the sides. So I've already cut out and traced this, but I'm going to show you guys how to trace it so you guys know what size to make it. What you guys are going to do is you guys are going to take a pencil or a pen or a marker or anything that you guys have, and you're going to put the side that you want down, and you guys are simply just going to trace it. You guys are going to go. So next I'm going to trace out all the sides of my milk carton. And what I've already done, but what you guys can do, is you guys are going to draw whatever you guys want in that rectangle. You guys can use markers, you guys can use paint, you can use crayons, you can use colored pencils, whatever you guys have that you can use to draw on there. I just had crayons, so that's what I'm using. Next, what you can see me doing is you can see me spreading my glue everywhere. I used a paintbrush just so I can make sure that I could get every inch of that milk carton. Next, I'm putting on my little template that I have already colored and cut out, and then I have a little bit of a flap left over. So what I'm going to do is just spread that glue over on the part where it can go, and I'm just going to paste it down. Next, since I've just finished that, I'm going to be working on a collage. And a collage is just a bunch of images all mixed together to make one really big image. So what I've done already is I've taken a bunch of magazines in my house that we've already used and aren't going to read anymore. And I've cut out little pictures out of them and kind of like little scenes. I have a little scenery next to me that I'm about to glue on right now. And that's going to be the background of my collage. And then I have another little square that I'm going to put on in that other corner. And you guys can cut out whatever you guys like. I think I cut out some cookies, some leaves, and I cut out some felt hearts to go on top. But you guys can cut out whatever you guys want. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick time lapse here because if I don't, this video is going to be 10 hours long. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to be doing, which is kind of my favorite part because we get to get a little dirty, is we're going to be filling our planter pots with some soil or dirt, essentially. But this is my favorite part. I have soil laying around because I like to garden a lot, and we always have a bag or two on us. But if you guys do not have soil, I suggest you guys go and ask your parents if you guys can use a little dirt maybe in your garden or in your front yard. So yeah, for me, I'm gonna be just using this soil that I have. I don't like to wear gloves when I garden, but if you don't like to get messy, you guys can put on gloves or gardening gloves. I have gardening. So if you guys want to go ahead and use gardening gloves, you can. If not, you don't have to use your hands. I like to use a scooper that we just keep in our soil bag. I'm just going to start scooping into my new pot that I've decorated, and I'm going to fill it almost all the way. I'm going to leave an inch at the top free because we are going to be sprinkling our seeds in there. So after we've filled our carton that we have already decorated, we are going to be putting seeds on top. But since I don't have any seed packets laying around, I'm just going to use this bell pepper that's been sitting in my fridge, and it has a bunch of seeds in there. It kind of looks like a brain. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my finger and move them around and loosen them up, and then they kind of just fall right out. If you guys don't have any seeds, you guys can kind of just use any seeds that you have. If you guys use any fruit seeds though, those are going to take a long time to grow because those eventually turn into trees. So I try to use seeds or seeds from vegetables that I had that I know will take a shorter time to grow. So I just used a bell pepper. After that, what I'm going to be doing is taking another scoop of dirt and putting it over the top so that the seeds are covered. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to make for our planter pot that's filled with dirt now is we're going to make a little tag. So we put bell pepper seeds inside of mine. So I'm gonna make a little tag for it. So what you're gonna do is you guys are gonna take a piece of paper and you guys are gonna fold it in half. Just like that. And then from there, I'm gonna cut out a little rectangle. I'll draw it first. So what I'm doing is I'm drawing out my rectangle and then I'm gonna cut it out. After that, I'm gonna decorate it however I want, but the idea is that we're gonna be writing down whatever we wanna be growing in that container. So I'm growing bell peppers, so I wrote out bell peppers, and then I'm just gonna color it with a bunch of different colors. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to glue down on one side of the pieces, on the one side of the fold. And then I'm going to take my stick and I'm going to sandwich my stick in between the two sides, and the glue is going to keep it in place. Okay guys, so the last thing that we have to do is water our pots and then go put them in the sun. So I'm going to go ahead and water these. I put bell pepper seeds in all of them, so that is why I put the tags in them like that. So we made pots, we decorated them, and we used stuff that we had in our house, and I think that's so fun. And I also started growing bell peppers a couple months ago, and they're getting so big, and I'm so excited for them to get even bigger. So this is what I grew, and this is what your guys's will look like too, depending on what you grow. If you guys grow bell peppers, your guys's will look like this soon too. I hope you guys had so much fun. I had so much fun doing craft with you guys. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I miss you so much. I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.